In the dark labyrinth of financial deceit, one name stands out: Hunter Biden. He is accused of dodging federal income taxes, accumulating a sum of $1.4 million. This financial irregularity unraveled from January 2017 to October 2020, a period dense with political navigation and covert exchanges. It expands beyond mere tax evasion into a realm of political subterfuge, courtroom hurdles, and an unyielding quest for justice. This is not a mere case of tax evasion, it's a story of intrigue, judicial challenges, and the relentless pursuit of justice. The IRS Criminal Investigation Division, a potent force in financial forensics, was on the trail. The team was exploring the financial deeds of Hunter Biden, son of the president. Between 2017 and 2020, it was claimed that Hunter Biden hadn't paid his federal income taxes. The amount under scrutiny, a massive $1.4 million. Spearheading the case was special counsel David Weiss, known for his unyielding pursuit of justice. He was not one to avoid high-stakes cases. The charges, 9 serious counts, including 3 felonies, were against Hunter Biden. These encompassed tax evasion and filing false tax returns. The case was complex, a web of financial dealings and a maze of legal procedures. The investigators had to carefully assemble the puzzle, tracing the money, examining each transaction, each bank statement, each tax return. Unraveling the truth required financial expertise and a discerning eye. As the investigation unfolded, it was apparent the journey to justice was fraught with obstacles. The case had political implications due to Hunter Biden's status as the president's son. The Justice Department was now under scrutiny. The investigation wasn't just about financial irregularities, it was about navigating political and media hurdles and dealing with the pressure of a high-profile case. Armed with determination, the investigators stood in the eye of the storm, unflinching. But the path to justice was not to be straightforward. The investigation was just starting. The pressure was escalating and the world was watching. The stage was set for a legal battle that would push the limits of law, ethics, and politics. In the shadows of the investigation, 2 whistleblowers emerged, armed with information potentially altering the case. Gary Shapley, a seasoned IRS agent, and Joseph Ziegler from the same agency brought their shocking testimonies forward. They described an investigation hindered by clandestine forces, laying bare the obstructions they faced in their efforts to scrutinize Hunter Biden's financial dealings. Their revelations were potent and their evidence irrefutable. They expressed tales of obstructed search warrants and a seemingly biased Justice Department, more focused on protecting the president's son than upholding the law. Shapley and his undisclosed ally were battling an intricate web of political influence and legal machinations, a convoluted system seemingly favoring one side. Whistleblowers were determined, intent on pursuing justice despite the formidable challenges. They spoke out against the biased forces apparently shielding Hunter Biden. Their bold declarations shed light on a Justice Department that seemed to have strayed off course, where political affiliations clouded its judgment. They unveiled a bias unbecoming of a department pledged to uphold the law, a bias threatening the very essence of justice. Their testimonies were a lighthouse in the gloom, illuminating the invisible powers influencing the investigation. They served as a call to arms for justice and demanded accountability. Their brave stance was a reminder that even when the odds are stacked against them, there are warriors prepared to combat for what's right. The pursuit of justice was becoming a battle against unseen forces, but as the whistleblowers had shown, it was a battle that was far from over. The investigation was not just about tax evasion. It transcended the realm of finance and tax codes, morphing into a war of power and politics. The IRS agents, Gary Shapley and his anonymous partner, stood against more than a single high-profile individual. They contested a system that appeared to shield its own. The case turned into a political tinderbox with innuendos of bias due to Hunter Biden's presidential lineage. The 2 agents were met with surprising internal barriers. The Justice Department showed reluctance, making them question whether they were probing a criminal or battling an establishment. This was no longer about tax evasion, it was a standoff between justice and power. The agents were in a political whirlwind. Their quest for justice turned into a de facto trial. Amidst this maze of dishonesty, a pivotal event occurred, a contentious meeting in October 2022. The specifics remained concealed, yet it intensified the strife between the agents and the Justice Department. Despite the resistance, the agents, armed with an unyielding dedication to justice, persisted. They were up against political Goliaths, yet they remained steadfast. This wasn't just a tax evasion case, it was a battle of David versus Goliath. But as we all know, sometimes against all odds, David wins. The repercussions of the investigation were far-reaching, shaking the very foundations of the Justice Department. The inquiry into Hunter Biden's alleged tax evasion was far more than a simple financial case. It cast a long dark that extended beyond the individual at its heart. Its impact spread far and wide, revealing uncomfortable truths in areas of the political and legal world that most wouldn't dare venture into. Whispers of political influence and conflicts of interest within the Justice Department turned from a soft murmur to a loud, unsettling roar. These accusations, threatening to expose a deeply unsettling truth that justice could be swayed by political power, were severe. The whistleblowers' testimonies were a guiding light, exposing the obstructions and bias within a system believed to be just. Their words laid bare a Justice Department rife with internal conflicts and political influence, and in so doing, shook the institution to its core. The case of Biden ceased to be just about tax evasion. It morphed into a symbol of a much larger, intricate dance between politics and justice. The pursuit of truth led to uncomfortable revelations and showcased the deceit in the road to justice. The case blurred the familiar boundaries of right and wrong. After the dust settled, the echoes of accusations faded, and a scrutinized Justice Department remained. Once revered, the department was now fraught with suspicion and doubt. The fallout of there was a stark reminder of the complex interplay between politics and justice. The Hunter Biden tax evasion case is more than a tale of financial deceit. It's a saga that intertwines politics, power, and justice, a testament to IRS agents' tenacity, such as Gary Shapley, who persist against barriers for justice. It highlights the intricate dance of high-profile investigations and political influence. It shines a light on the ethical fortitude within these systems, proving that justice persists despite adversity. The narrative, with its unexpected turns, underscores the potency of truth and the resilience of justice. In the labyrinth of deceit, the pursuit of justice continues.